Happy Wednesday! So I'm getting a lot of questions about this logo, or it's actually a Mi'kmaq hieroglyph or an ancient Mi'kmaq symbol. And so I just wanted to share a little video to explain the whole symbol and why I chose it, because I realize I'm getting a lot of inboxes, so maybe if I can make a video and share this, it can help people to understand. So Lnu'k means speak your native language in Mi'kmaq, and it's that easy as the catchphrase. So this is the logo or symbol that I chose to represent this whole language movement that I'm doing with hashtag Speak Mi'kmaq and the clothing. And so this symbol actually means Lnu or Lnu'k, which is native person or the people. And so I've had, different people come up to me at powwows, like elders and just awesome people share different teachings with me, which I'm so grateful for. And one person told me that that this means humanity, that it represents humanity. And then there's also my symbol with the 4 colors. And the 4 colors are well known across Turtle Island, which is North America. And if you see those 4 colors, they're the colors of the medicine wheel. So red, yellow, white, and black. Sometimes you'll see blue instead of black, and the sun dancers use blue as well. And so I just wanted to share that for me and with what I do and what I bring out, I truly believe that we are one. I believe in no racism, and so this is why I choose the 4 colors to be equal on the symbol, because doesn't matter what color your skin is, we all bleed red. We all feel pain, we all can feel joy. And so I truly believe in that equality, doesn't matter what color you are, but also that inclusiveness in our native culture. That's one thing I really like about being native too, and like at the powwows, is that we welcome everyone to come and dance and come celebrate. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, come and join us. And that's something that I really value about the native culture and about my culture. And so another elder came up to me at a powwow and said that the 4 loops also represent that we as native people are honoring those who come to our territories from the different directions, so from the 4 directions. So that's why there's the 4 loops there, which is really cool. I thought that was so awesome. So there's so much, meaning behind this design. It was a lot more even powerful than I could even imagine. It took me a long time to come up with the whole design for this clothing, and so I took some time out. I did a little fast and I prayed a lot for it, and then it came to me to use that symbol. And so I also wanted to share this book. It's called Mi'kmaq Hieroglyphic Prayers, and it says Readings in North America's First Indigenous Script. So this book was edited and translated by David L. Schmidt and Merdina Marshall. And so I know this book can be found at the Truro Trading Post in Millbrook, Nova Scotia, but I'm not sure if it's on Amazon or where else. But a lot of people have been asking me about hieroglyphs, since I like to incorporate them in my clothing. And I like to look at this sometimes and just get some new ideas and pray in the ancient ways that our ancestors prayed, because before the English lettering, this is how our ancestors, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, the warriors that lived before us, that's how they communicated with each other. So they would sketch on birch bark and, on canoes, and use all these different beautiful kinds of ways of translating and talking to one another. And so I just think it's really important for us to continue to honor our roots, to honor, those that have walked before us, those that have made this path for us, those that have fought the good fight. And I also want to encourage all of you who are fighting the good fight. I just want to say thank you. I was having a little revelation period yesterday in the woods, and I was just thinking about how blessed we are in this generation to have technology, to have social media, and I'm just seeing so many warriors rising up from all of the 4 colors, all the different nationalities of the world. I'm seeing a lot of people rise up, and it's just making me so happy, like to see all this solidarity, all these amazing spoken word artists, songs, like artists, art, like there's just so much goodness going on. And so to all those who are fighting the good fight and who are, just living life so passionately and living with a purpose and doing good and taking care of yourself, thank you. I just thank you so much for doing that, because by taking care of ourselves and our spirits, we and then are taking care of the world around us, with the circle that we have close to us, the people around us. If we are positive and we are working on our happiness, we're gonna then ripple effect onto the people who are immediately in our lives, right? So then that ripple effect grows. So if we can share our happiness with our close people, then they can share their happiness too with the world. And, you know, even just flashing your smile to somebody, giving a free hug, you know, fist pump, whatever it is, just share that positivity, because I believe that this generation is really, is going to help to put a stop to those negative effects that have come from the Indian residential schools. And so I think that's a real part of our mission in this generation, is to raise that awareness as to the negative effects, what has happened in the Indian residential schools, what has happened to my grandmother, our grandparents, and how that has really been a negative effect and has really taken away our language, you know, was what happened to our grandparents at the Indian residential schools. And so it has affected that generation, but also their children, and also now my generation. That's why our language is in danger, right? Is because of what has happened to us, that genocide, that oppression. And so I feel very strongly that because of our generation and the prophecy of this web, you know, bringing us all together, which I believe is the World Wide Web, I believe that we should and can and are using this as a positive way and as a tool to revitalize that language, to revitalize our roots, and to keep our roots strong, because a lot of our parents and our grandparents are and were ashamed to be Native, and even some people our age today are still ashamed to be Native because of the racism, because of, you know, all of the awful things that have come along with the effects of Indian residential schools. And so I think if we can just try to keep that in mind, you know, as Native people and as non-Native people, to just realize, you know, the history is why there's been, you know, the loss of language and the loss of culture. And so if we can work together and we can try to learn more about other cultures and learn more about the languages that are of this land. You know, Mi'kmaq and Maliseet are the prime languages of East Coast Canada. And so everybody is welcome to speak and learn and to be a part of our culture. And the more that we join in and share and invite people, I believe that's how we're going to help to diminish racism, and how we're going to bring in unity and bring our lands stronger, our communities stronger. And so I just wanted to share that I'm so grateful for all the support, and thank you for all the people who asked me all these wonderful questions. And I hope that this video has answered some of your questions. And I'm sorry if I can't respond to all the inboxes. Just know that my heart wishes that I could, and that's why I'm making these videos, to try to make it easier for all of you guys too. So I'm Lnu'k, all my relations, aloha, Lnu'k, it's that easy, speak Mi'kmaq.